Mike,
I never have a tail. I don't know what you're talking about. Andy's the one with the tail.
I never have a tail. Wait, we heard Michael.
Hey!
That's an awkward time to come into the conversation. Okay.
We have victory!
I'm getting echo from you guys, though. I can hear us through you.
Yep, I gotta shut it down. Hang on.
I'm getting echo from you.
Okay, do you still hear echo now?
You shouldn't now.
Well, let's find out now.
We muted the channel. Should be good.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we begin Chapter 3, Episode 4, Twisted Signs, for the second to go. So, hello and welcome to all you lords and ladies of fate. You have once again, twice now, found yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the stories being told on your screens. In order to do so, you must spend fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you can earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or even for engaging with us in the chat. Use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon in a custom item, or make our players say silly things, sing funny songs, or say something in an innuendo form, if you will. You can even force the adventurers into random encounters and tornadoes. Tonight we are playing Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed of. Please no more tornadoes. By Modifius Entertainment. I will be playing the role of the GM, or in this universe, Crom, who cares not for your worries. Joining with me tonight, we have our amazing cast featuring our producer, moderator, and genius behind the scenes, Nat, keeping us rolling. We have Verai, our shadowy assassin. We have Thornicius, our Bosonian archer of renown. Not Borsonian or Bostonian. Bosonian archer of renown.
Get over here.
I've got a bow right here for you. We have Zinnia, our mercenary queen. We have Zang, the emissary from far off Kitai. We have Abertak, the zealous witch hunter. Not Abernathy, Abertak, the zealous witch hunter. And so we find ourselves, after the last session, having unexpectedly had the party split up and ambushed by more than a dozen foes who were getting the upper hand as they dragged a couple members of the party hooded and blindfolded and disarmed outside the city before they were caught up to and basically slaughtered by a sonic boom from our witch hunter.
You mean that
Witch hunter?
From our emissary of Kitai. The witch hunter was nowhere to be found, leaving his party to just be murdered, I guess.
Yeah.
He had more important things to do than save his people. That's all right.
If they're not being murdered by witches, it's technically not my job.
And with that, stream, thank you for being with us. Thank you for going through the technical difficulties here. And let's get started. Abertak, you were hanging out at the temple, right? You know, just asking around, seeing if you could find signs of...
Well, it dawns on me that I might not be quite so welcome having punched their priest. So probably more a tavern-ish.
Okay.
Where, you know,
all right,
out, just kind of listening. Probably like he uses insight instead of social. He's not all that social, but he knows how to like at least keep his head down and listen. Just listening.
So you were hanging out with Gregic, the bartender, drinking his thistleweed beer. Yes? No?
Yeah, sure.
Drinking thistleweed beer for breakfast is liquid bread, good for you, just like meal.
You know what? He's convinced me.
Didn't take much effort.
No, not really.
Well, as you happen to glance out the window, you hear a kerfuffle. And by a kerfuffle, I mean you see the kind of smarmy mayor, you know, the one that you don't really like, and may or may not have attempted to get you deaded.
Twice.
He sprints into the bar, throwing the doors open wide, and grabbing a couple members of the city watch. Come with me immediately. No time to explain. And they set their shit down and run out the door after him.
I'm gonna pick up the beer they left behind and then follow them.
All right. You
So if
follow
it's like
them.
Beer, I say.
They go around a side street, a few blocks down towards the edge of town, and they're going at a full-on run. Well, I mean, as fast as the mayor can run. He's not, an unhealthily large person. He's just not exactly a physically capable sort of individual. He numbers are his weapon, not weapons.
That's funny. Weapons are my number. Anyway.
And pretty quickly, you see a relatively gruesome scene at the edge of town as your four companions, as well as the friendly statuesque Sheriff Travaria, are currently standing over a dozen dead or dying bodies that are bloody, and the ones that aren't dead are like holding their heads and just kind of shaking with bloody weapons. And I mean, your party seems to be mostly okay, except for your archer friend. Your ranger is quite bloody. But other than that, your party seems mostly unharmed, just a dozen dead people at their feet. And Travaria, blade still drawn. Dear party, within moments of your sudden slaughter with the scream of doom to submit, come sprinting around the corner is the mayor and like 4 city watchmen. And just behind them,
you decided to join us.
Just behind them is your friendly witch hunter, who's carrying a couple of beers and sauntering on.
There he is! And I point to him.
Do we get extra XP for killing prom?
Can you guys not go one day without just murdering people in the streets?
I mean, if people would stop trying to murder us, we wouldn't have to murder them back.
At that,
Not murder if it's self-defense.
At that, the mayor goes, "Yes. Could you go one day without murdering people in my town, please?"
And if you do murder people, try to do it at the properties that are most valuable to the mayor when they're empty.
Question, Mayor, are we actually in town or are we on the outskirts far enough that we're outside of city limits?
You're at the edge of town. There's not really like a sign that says it, but you're at the outskirts, the edge.
There's no surveyors and zoning, yet.
Your jurisdiction? Not your jurisdiction.
I stand up, I spit blood on the ground, and I kick one of them towards the outskirts. There, now it's out of town.
At least this time I went and got the sheriff first.
Anybody have bandits? Does somebody know heal around here?
At this, Travaria looks at him and goes, "Looks like they're out of town to me. I guess that makes it your problem. I'm going to go home now." As she says smarmily to the city watchman. And she starts walking back into town.
Careful they don't arrest us because we're outside of town.
I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
Wait, did anybody bother looting the corpses?
We didn't.
They literally just hit the ground.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm just getting my bow back and arrows that they took from me.
Yeah, we did loot the corpse. There was a warhammer.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have a gift for you.
I'm afraid.
You're gonna need both hands, and I take the beers out of his hands.
Yeah.
Yes. It is at this point that I hand over to our
Witchfinder General.
The Witchfinder armor
who
loser.
hasn't found a single witch yet.
Hey, I cut the tits off one.
Twice.
A very nice warhammer. I'll leave it up to Kron to describe it, but it has
Well,
these
so
stats.
give me either a melee or a craft.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go with melee on that.
Let's see. Yeah, melee or a craft.
Don't you roll 2? Oh, that was someone else. Okay. I think he made it.
Let's see. The question is by how much? Yeah, that's 2 successes.
All right. The hammer he hands to you, it's fancy, but it's like masterwork fancy. Not fancy because it's got a couple of scrollings on it. This thing is masterwork nice.
Interesting.
It is a rather large two-handed warhammer. Did you write down the stats I gave you?
Yes.
Okay.
Damage
is a
and
rather
damage
large-
dice are at 4.
Yeah, and I can pull it up again. I just mean like because I think it was vicious 2, right? Was what I said.
Vicious 2 and knockdown.
Yeah, vicious 2 and knockdown. Same damage dice, but vicious 2 and knockdown. Warhammer, two-handed, as opposed to a vicious 1 warhammer, which they normally are.
Yeah, that's no.
But yeah, the person that was carrying this had either looted it from somebody who was fancy
Get the red one, not the blue.
or was fancy himself.
Oh, did you break it?
No, I fixed it. It's just an Excel
Okay.
chart.
Funny, I thought these fancy warhammers came with some earplugs. Would've really
Oh. So that does not look like you fixed it.
I will though.
Okay.
Ah,
Yep. That's better. And I'll get you the reach on it too. I think it's
so one of them. Wonder where they got this. Because this doesn't even look like. No offense to this place, but it doesn't look like the kind of place where somebody would be skilled enough to make something like this.
You're pretty sure that probably Travaria's gear is equally of quality, although hers is not ostentatious or ornate.
They're probably not necessarily made here, right?
Right. So size is unbalanced. Reach is 2. Unbalanced means that you can use it one-handed, but at a penalty.
Yeah, I mean, he gives it a couple of swings and says, "I like, like he's genuinely impressed and appreciative. He's bulky enough to be able to swing it. So, thank you guys. I will
Lord knows I'm not.
put this to good use."
Yeah, I'm sure we got a few watermelons around here you can play with. Crowd loves those.
Sir Quintus, the mayor, he says, well, from what I can see here, you guys have quite clearly cleaned up some mess. And so I want to thank you and congratulate you. We appreciate your effort. But as was mentioned earlier, can you not go a day without killing people in my town? Actually, on that note, why were they targeting you? Do you have a connection that you need to tell me about? Is there something I need to know to protect my town here?
Well, they weren't Pictish.
Well, I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the previous group that we caught.
The ones that were put to death?
The ones at the end of the tunnel at that house that y'all had us
Most of
stay
them
in.
were put to death.
Most of them. Well, we killed most of them.
He knows what the ones you're talking about. Yes.
I didn't think they were put to death so much as we killed them.
They're dead.
The survivors were
mentioned to me that
returned to the church.
Nope, I buried them.
The survivors are at the church? Is that what you're saying?
No.
I'll have to look into this one. Is there any other connections that you need to tell me about? I would like to see my town be safe and not being pillaged and raided and not having all this chaos that you seem to be bringing to my town.
Bringing.
Town was pretty full of chaos. We just
According to the people that we got run into, the beast was already here. And
Not to mention, it looks
when
pretty
we
calm now.
informed the captain of the guard, he looked at us and said, "Okay, who cares?" So that's on you guys, not us.
I'll
the
work with
board,
the
not the
Jarl. I'll work with the Jarl to have the Jarl provide some extra encouragement to the captain of watch to resolve that. However, as he looks around, I don't know that this town has ever had a dozen people die.
Like ever.
New town, is it? Yeah.
Turner's Pass has been here for quite some time. I've been the mayor here for 10 years.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sure we'll do our best to keep the ruckus to a minimum, won't we, gentlemen and lady?
Yeah, Abertac.
See that you do. Watchman, clean this up. I've got to go talk to the Jarl. And he walks away smarmily.
Does anyone do things non-smarmily around here?
He just turns his back to you guys with a clip and walks away like it just without even saying goodbye or dismissing.
So about that valuable tower we stole from the mayor. How was that going?
Run down. We need your money so we can fix it.
And it wasn't from the mayor; it was from the captain of the guard.
And I say, yeah, boys, clean this stuff. And I walk away.
Mic drop.
You look like you need a bandage
Yeah, I probably do. Probably a
and
couple.
some beer.
I didn't sacrifice my armor, but I did take a licking. Still got Bertha, though. Love my bow.
So we're on our way back to lick our wounds. Then?
Yeah,
Back to our
head back to the general store, I guess.
last 2 times we tried that, bad things happened.
Yeah, I'm not going shopping here. Fuck this place.
I don't know. I think he still needs some
something
armor.
bad happens.
Okay, so people are awake. The sun is high in the sky. There are a dozen bodies getting murdered. There are guards everywhere, right? Probably safe to go to the general store at this point in the day. However, do we want to give them our business? I don't know.
Well, you haven't even actually met the proprietor of the shop.
Customer service, 1 of 5 stars.
At this point, I am kind of curious as to the owner of the shop, seeing as how there were, 2 sets of, what were they, cultists? Or
there was a set of cultists, and then there was a set of bandits and brigands, or baddies.
Well, the cultists were in the warehouse proper. The brigands, there was one in a window that you assume that you saw. But other than that, none of them came out of there or were seen in the warehouse itself.
So what exactly happened to the demon they summoned?
So, okay. Do we want to go visit, or do we need to have Thornicius lick his wounds?
Oh, excuse me.
Or do we split up?
Yes, let's split the party up again. That's worked so well every other time.
Definitely draws the
Every
gangs out.
single other time.
I think we should go into the general store.
Yeah, what the heck?
I agree.
All right.
Okay.
The party, I guess, as a group, heads back up to the town square, where they're as you're getting there, you see some people putting together like tables and chairs and what maybe stalls in the market square there. But the general goods store, the shop, it is open now. Front door is wide open. You see people milling in and around.
Is there a specific armory or armor shop or blacksmith or whatnot in the area nearby there?
I mean, you're sure that there's definitely got to be smithies around, but the only like shop that you have seen or heard of is this one.
Okay.
So, what kind of people are in this shop right now?
Most of them just look like villagers. They've got regular old tunics and wool coats, some of them.
Not
Paintings.
some like oversized burly men standing around idly, like eyeing the same cup of tea.
Well, so as you walk in, there is one very ornate isn't the right word. Brightly colored, brightly dressed individual, kind of standing in the back in the middle. And you definitely do see a couple of people that appear like they're shop guards. I mean, they're rather large. One of them's cross-eyed.
I will.
Don't know why that's automatically funny, but
I will kind of looking around and kind of address them. Hi, how you doing?
For the most part, what you see is like provisions. I mean, you see clothes and threads. You see bags of food and wheat and fruit, salted meats, things like that. But you also see like some tools. This is for this world. This is a large shop. The shop itself is probably about the size of a basketball court. Which for this world, that is a big shop. There's a few people milling around that look like they might work here. There's a couple of strong arms in here. There's a half a dozen probably villagers that are in there. So you do also see tools and hatchets and splitting axes, rakes and shovels and pickaxes.
weaponry of any kind?
You see some basic weaponry. So there's some daggers, there's some hatchets, there's some axes. Most of it's dual purpose type stuff. There are a couple of spears, but they look like boar hunting spears, if anything.
What were you guys headed here for?
Well, I was thinking of me getting a sling, just a little something low. Something I
Does
could.
kind of look like you need one after that fight.
Well, I like to do my work at a distance. And
There is some first aid equipment here. A couple of bandages.
Yes, one of those would be nice.
Does anybody actually have the heal skill to use it?
I don't know. I hope so.
Let's find out.
Point in it.
Let's see. There's an 8. There's an 8. Ooh, somebody has a 10.
That's me.
There's another 8. And finally, a 9. No, nobody's really good at the healing.
Now, do they have? Am I the only one who has an actual point in it?
No. Actually, 3 of you have a point in it. You're just the only one that point's getting them into double digits.
I see.
Okay, can you just put the bandage on, but don't speak at me? Don't whisper into the wound.
So about
Oh,
this-
man,
So about this time, the guy that you assume is the proprietor kind of sees your eye as you're starting to rifle through some of these bandagey things and comes over. Hello.
Oh, hello, overly humble shop owner.
Be nice.
Shoot, what did I name him? So I'm Frederick. How can I help you?
I don't know. Can you put one of these on better than he can?
No, I'm afraid I only sell the bandages, but if you would like to have somebody to fix you with the bandages, then I'm sure that my niece can get you some sewing kits.
Sweet. Yeah. Can she sew?
the damage that bad?
He's been bloodied.
Yeah.
But I don't think you have an actual injury, though.
No, I don't think. I'm just short of one, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were basically like 2 points shy of a full injury.
Doesn't that all heal at the end of combat?
Kind of, sort of.
Oh, you're right. Thank you for pointing that out.
But, okay.
You're right. Non-injuries do heal at the end of a scene.
It is but
So-
a flesh.
Well, I thought
So-
he wasn't.
So roll with it that you've been bloodied and beaten, but there's no actual stat damage.
Cool. All right. Well, I do
Just the
think
important bit.
in the future I'll probably need one of these bandages. So.
Well, if you really need some help, we can call the wise woman. She knows how to stitch.
It's not that soon. Hopefully, I don't need it anytime soon, but I'm going to keep it just in case. How much is this?
Couple of coins, he says.
Okay. I tell you what, let's run a tab because I'm thinking about getting some other things around here. I'm going to continue shopping.
What else can I help you boys with?
Oh boy.
Do you happen to have any armor for my nearly naked friend here?
Ooh, you want some armor? Yes, we can get you some armor.
Good. I'll
Hey.
allow him to
Ask good questions.
take my measurements.
Would you like some boiled leather, or would you want maybe we can find us some chainmail?
Yeah, I'm looking for a brigandine.
Ooh, you want to look like City Watch? Why, yes, I do have spare City Watch gear, yeah.
Perhaps something other than City Wash gear.
I will take the brigandine. Thank you.
Stain it in blood. It'll be fine.
Well, we can remove these City Watch identifiers and still have you with the armor.
This sounds good.
He's selling it to me, not you. But also, yes, it sounds
Yeah, but he's got to look at it.
true.
Doobity bop bop boobity boop boom. Still
Question for
going.
Crom. Is there an opportunity to maybe snag one of those daggers?
See this for a quick sec.
Yeah, how much are those daggers?
Price down.
Having chakram?
If you give me a stealth check, and I will make an opposed observation check by the guards. If you succeed, you succeed. If you don't,
What is he
you
doing?
don't.
I don't know.
What is he doing?
Sure, why not? You look at the persuade haggle. You should have this in your sheet. I do. I'm just
So
unsure.
you're going for the brigandine jacket, vest, or sleeves.
The vest.
The vest. Okay.
What's your best check?
Yeah, he can.
Bro.
Yeah,
You
he
don't
can
even
get.
have to roll.
What's that?
You don't even have to roll.
Oh,
I think they sell those kinds of.
so you really did attempt it, huh?
I was just looking. I'll put it back.
Yeah, take him anywhere, King.
So right about this time, both of those big boys are suddenly standing right behind you with one of their hands is on your shoulder.
Yep.
The other one has their hands on a cudgel.
Okay.
I think it's time you put that back and leave now.
Fine, I'll put it back. Wasn't in my pocket. It's okay.
Maybe you should go.
Okay. Bye, guys.
And she walks out.
I'll see you guys outside.
You know, if you really want to find good selection, just come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Market Square Day.
Well, I'll come by. I'll have to be here tomorrow then too, but I am going to go ahead and buy the vest.
Okay. 4 gold piece.
Okay.
So market value, fair market value. He has one of his assistants go and get it ready, and it'll be ready in a little bit. So what else could I get you, boys?
I want to get one of those knives. Yeah, the long ones.
Like a dirk or a stiletto?
Yeah.
Be able to spend 2 momentum in order to.
Just put the book away. I don't know why I even put the books away. Now I just got to pull it back out. Let's see. Clubs, flails, warhammers, swords, S-words. Dagger, dirk, poignard, or stiletto are running at about 5 gold each.
All right, I'll pay 5 gold for that.
Okay.
I inquire as to does he know the best smithy in town? We have a broken chakra that needs to be repaired.
Oh, there are smithies in town, but leave it to Friedrich. He gets you best. Friedrich can take care of you.
Yeah, how much would it be to repair that? Or do you have another chakra floating around in here?
Let Friedrich see. We find out. He takes a guesstimate and goes, Friedrich can get a blacksmith to fix for 2 gold.
Can you do it for 2 gold? Yeah, we'll do it for 2 gold.
Very good. Leave with Friedrich. I'll take care of it.
Right. Okay.
Come back tomorrow at Market Fair Day. I take care of you.
Yeah, midday, bright sun, no creepies about. All right, so we're getting your chakra fixed.
I took it out of my thing.
Okay. Well, don't erase it completely. It'll be back.
As he stands, he tends to stand just a little bit too close to each of you as he's talking to you. Just a little inside your comfort bubbles. Smiles a little too large.
Does it set off any of his senses?
I don't know. Okay, so here's what to think of him as. Do you remember Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 3, Serge?
No.
Oh, that's too bad. Serge was the best. Bill, you remember Serge, right?
Not really.
Damn it.
It's been a long
You
time.
people disappoint me. Chet, do you remember Serge? In number 3, he was a weapons dealer. He was an arms dealer, which was ridiculous and amazing.
In any case,
In
You
any
have
case.
your armor.
Yep, I'm good to go.
Okay. Right? Chirp, chirp. Okay. I'm closing the book. Any more shopping?
You need
Done.
anything?
well,
Yeah,
now
so
that you
thanks
say
for-
that,
yeah, like-
I do have something. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not even in it anymore.
Oh, okay.
I showed him who it was.
Yeah, Serge.
Very soon.
All I can
What
see
you
is
need to
a
do,
white-
yeah, it
I
doesn't
don't
really show up
care.
through the camera.
Yeah.
It's kind of
All I see is
faded out.
hairline.
Yeah. Just YouTube Serge from Serge from
There you go. Yeah.
well, not so much in appearance, but like YouTube Serge, particularly in Beverly Hills Cop Part 3 or
You sure
he's
it's
in
not
Part 1
supposed to
also.
be Sergey?
Sergey, it might supposed to be Sergey, but he does not say Sergey. It's
Okay.
Serge. Hi, I am Serge.
Okay.
But to continue,
Did you need anything?
No.
No, you're good? Okay.
You got my job. Whatever that is.
Yeah, no shocker.
Do you think it's time to
So
head back
I'm-
to our new base of operations?
I'm outside
Yeah,
waiting
what,
on
did
you.
you guys
Whenever
get
you're-
the stuff you came for? You were supposed to get stuff to decorate it with.
so Verai, you see the mayor, Sir Quintus, and walking, looking very angrily, walking from the edge of town into the Lord's estate with the captain of the watch, Captain Trinarius, heading towards the Jarl's Manor.
Can I talk to the person? Are we still in the shop or are we outside the shop now?
If you want to still be in the shop, that's fine. Verai's not, though.
I was just gonna ask them, like, how the town usually is, how the mayor is, and
You said Travaria is walking angrily towards the Jarl's house?
No. The mayor, Sir Quintus.
Quintus.
No, not Quintus.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Quintus.
The mayor is walking with the captain of the guard to the Jarl's house.
Yes, they're both looking grumpy. The mayor is looking exceptionally grumpy.
Well, he can look exceptionally grumpy, and since I'm kicked out of the store, can I get a little bit closer and see if I can see?
split the party.
Do it behind. Nothing bad happens when you split the party.
I mean, it's easy to walk up to the Lord's estate where they're heading into the front door of the Lord's estate. But if you want to actually get into the estate, that's going to take some stealthing.
Let's walk that way, and we'll see what we see first.
Okay.
Well, if I could walk that way, I wouldn't need aftershave.
Well, the guards at the front of the estate, I mean, they don't even hesitate. They just open the door and let the two of them in.
Okay, so didn't hear anything on the way over.
Quintus, give me an observation check. Give me an observation check.
You and your observation.
She's napping.
1 success.
One success is enough for that. You do hear Quintus Quintus sounds like he's mad at the captain. You hear something to the effect of, "If you were doing your damn job, blah 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 blah."
Haha. Sure, why not? I'm a thief. I'm an assassin. I've got stealth. Let's see if I can get closer.
All right, it's going to take 2 rolls, one for a stealth roll and one for an acrobatics or athletics, your pick, in order to actually get up into the walls to an actual vantage point.
Okay. Stealth. God. And acrobatics, because I'm just running walls. Don't mind me.
Yeah, these dice are not liking you tonight, my friend. What's your acrobatics? Hey, the acrobatics went well. There's a success there in your acrobatics. Yeah, 1 success out of 3 dice. So, you do basically hop up a wall and sit there thinking you're out of sight when you are completely in sight to everybody that even looks up the wall, as you're literally just sitting on the wall in a corner, leaning against, one of the corner towers.
Ninja.
Nobody will see me. You look down and you're sitting up there kind of listening, and you look down and you spot one of the household staff literally sitting in a chair, looking up at you, making eye contact.
Maybe you're just testing the walls.
Lily, quiet.
you do not see me.
I'll see myself out. It's okay.
He's on a smoke break. He's just staring. He's not saying anything. He's just on a smoke break staring at you.
Is he the only one that sees me?
He's the only one you know of that sees you.
Okay, witnesses, I'll leave.
He's not yelling at you.
Well, if he sees me, others probably can see me.
So what you were wanting to talk to the shopkeep there?
She was going to talk him up and try and get some information about the locals and
Mm.
the town itself and yada yada. Anything that he might know that could be helpful.
He is really excited for the Market Fair Day tomorrow. It's his favorite day of the week. All the people show up in their finery, and all the money that's changing hands, and it just turns into a celebration, and he can sell so much stuff. Tomorrow is his favorite day of the week. That's really about all you totally get from him. He seems to be in high spirits, though.
Really?
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your help and helping all my people.
Oh, when people need something, Friedrich can help get it for you.
Awesome. I will remember that. Thank you so much.
And then the party heads out. He goes into the courtyard.
Yeah, I've had now.
Was there something
Just-
going on in the courtyard?
You get out just in time to see Verai hopping down from the Lord's estate walls.
Going to try and start trouble again, is she?
Just keeping myself fresh. One of these days, I'll get it right.
I just got my skull freshly fractured, and you're trying to get us in more trouble. Thank you very much.
It's fine. We're within town limits. Everything's fine.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
So, party, does anybody want to fill in Abertac on the information that you were provided this morning? He had gotten up early and left the mill already before it happened.
Okay, so ultimately, there are a number of ranchers that might be giving some support to the boar, and we're pretty much narrowing it down to, I guess, two seem to be the most viable. One is a human smuggler or a human trafficker. So,
A live stalker.
yeah, that. My money's on investigating that one a little bit more. A live stalker that trades in two-legged livestock. Sure. The other one doesn't seem to have much about him that we can identify so far, of note at least. And then murder happened. So, I mean, that's pretty much what we've done.
And then murder happened.
And then murder
So,
happened.
what does this have to do with our actual mission here? We're only supposed to be stopping here on our way to somewhere else, right?
Well,
No, you're here looking for the Lordling.
Oh,
He's supposed to come back in less than a week at this point.
I thought we were trying to get to like the horse or one of those animal named places.
Why not killing time?
Raven.
By killing baddies.
Raven?
What? No. The town of Raven, the Raven-picked town of Raven, that was just a marker saying to where ish on the map. You're east of there. This was your destination. This was the last place that you knew him to be.
Okay.
So, Abertac, thoughts?
I mean, frankly, if they're giving the mayor a bad time, I say we help them. But
What
They did just try to murder your party. Well, kidnap your party.
who hasn't?
most of this town?
Look, if I held that against
Aria.
everybody who tried it, let's go see what they wanted to talk about so badly.
So I'm interested in going and checking out the livestalker.
Why? You think you're gonna have a sale?
Sure. I can get a discount. I could use a pack mule. What of it? Does anybody want to go with me, or am
It
I?
may or may not be an actual mule.
Does anybody want to go with, or y'all want to go back to the windmill and fix that up a bit?
I'll go with you.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
I shall as well.
I'm into.
All right. The party decides they are going to head out of town to the livestockers ranch. And the party gets to leave town. Chat doesn't fight with you today.
Oh, the weather is beautiful. Oh God, such a nice day out.
Travaria
going
gave
on
you some
to,
directions.
Sir Gaius?
Yeah,
Baron
Sir Gaius Manus.
Torquay.
Sir Gaius Manus,
Okay.
I believe. Let me double check. But yeah.
I don't remember you giving us Manus, but
Yeah, Sir Gaius Manus. It's a really original name. It's the most original Aquilonian name I can come up with.
Man of Fate.
Do what?
Never mind.
I just didn't hear what you said.
Probably didn't see it.
Okay. So yeah, he's quite a ways outside of town. It's a few hours to get to his ranch. He owns apparently he owns a lot of the king's acreage, or manages a lot of the king's acreage, however fiefdom's vassalage wants to put it. So you're heading out of town, you're following the path that direction. And you get to a point after a couple of hours, you see a gate over the road. There's not actual like gate doors, but there's a kind of a gate archway over the road. The gate archway itself is made out of a bunch of wood that's kind of been twisted and warped together, and interleaved into that wood that's been twisted over this arch is a bunch of animal skulls. There's a bear skull and an elk skull and squirrel skulls, and this is obviously the sign of the edge of this person's property. As it has been described to you, this twisted arch is the sign to get into his property. Hey, can you guess why this chapter or why this episode is called Twisted Signs?
Does it involve aliens that are afraid of water?
I'm going the right way.
Oh, you're not gonna
On
obviously
decorative
find it?
sign, I wonder if this guy will have any issue with us approaching his property. Let's give it a shot.
Just walking right up the street, right? You're not trying to sneak out into the woods and be all conniving. You're being open.
The dice are working real well for me right now.
Let's stick to the open.
Let's
Yeah.
stick to
It
it.
means that you're due for some success, right? That's how that works.
Yeah.
So you walk through the archway, and you spend a little bit of time walking straight up this relatively well-maintained road now at this point. After a little bit, you see some farmers like on the fields, tending to the fields. There is 2 of them on horses and 12 of them actually in the fields doing work. Upon seeing them, one of the 2 on the horses comes riding up to you guys in a hurry.
Okay.
Rides up. Hey, who are you guys? Do you know where you are?
Yes, we're
No.
coming to see Sir.
Gaius Manus.
Gaius
Yes,
Manus.
Gaius Manus.
Yes, Sir Gaius.
Do you have business with Sir Gaius? Are you here to make a
No, we're
purchase?
coming to see him because we've heard of his great beauty. Of course.
Wow, that was a great time for your camera to freeze. I don't know if you can hear me, but it just went, yeah, that was a great time. Of course.
And then he disappeared. He's completely gone.
Were you at least able to hear us?
I heard, of course.
Of course we have business here. What do you think? We're coming to see his great beauty? What kind of stupid question is that? So saith the witch hunter.
Good answer. I'm not even going to make you roll for that. I'll just accept that as an answer. That works. I mean,
Why else would we be here?
he hollers to his other companion that he's taking you guys in. He'll send somebody else out. And he says,
Well,
he'll take you to the estate,
Thank you.
which is literally just following the main road. There's a few side paths that go off, some horse trails, a cart trail here or there. But you're literally on this property for a good couple of miles before you get to the estate. This guy owns a lot of land.
Useful.
During this time, you see at least 50 people. At least 50 people. 5 or 6 of them mounted. None of them are from close. As you're going by, they're all at a distance. None of them are close enough for you to really get a good look, except for this one mounted guy in front of you who's looks like a pretty rough rider. But you see at least 50 people working the fields. Some of them are tending for animals, goats, cows, chickens, but most of them are digging and harvesting and doing other planty, fieldy things.
If I took a good close look at this guy, does he look like he would be a man of arms, a scout, or something along those lines?
He is almost certainly a thug.
A thug. Oh, okay.
He's big, he's strong, he's very comfortable on a horse, and he looks like he's been in his fair share of bar fights and probably stabbed a man in a dark alley once.
Visible weapons?
Yeah, visible weapons. There's a club, a knife, an axe, a whip.
So he's not just a man. He's not just a wilderness kind of guy who's armed to go hunting. He actually is like a manhandler. He's he's seen his fair share of action. Okay, that's what I was just trying to get at. I was trying to get an idea of what were we going to be dealing with here.
He looks like he was hired for being mean.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Eye knows nothing.
Trying to buy livestock.
After a couple of miles, you do make it up, and you see a large compound of an estate. We are talking walls, multiple walled off sections separated kind of from each other. You see large barns, grain silos, and largest of all is this multi-story mansion of an estate. We're talking like multiple wings. This place, it's not as ornate, but it is larger than the Lord's estate inside the town. And that's not including all of these side little compounds around it. And every piece is walled off with iron gates.
And only 6 thugs to guard it all.
You definitely see more than a few people around. The ones you see around here are more of these Rough Rider looking fellows, and then people in what look to be house servant clothing. For the most part. There's a couple of others that you don't quite tell that maybe they're family members, or they don't look like Rough Riders and they don't look like servants, but they are, most of them dressed nice. You just have a couple of those that you see. But he brings you up to the state and tells one of these house servants that there are some people here that are here looking to make a purchase, to go and see if he can see what Sir Gaius is busy. or not? The guy says, "Can I interest you in a smoke while we wait?" He pulls out a fat pouch of tobacco and.
No, thanks. Yeah.
All right.
Sure, why
all right.
not?
I keep my lungs.
Tiny lungs. No, thank you.
He rolls you a hand rolled cigarette. And he rolls one himself.
Thank you.
It's harsh. It's gonna make you cough a little bit, and he's gonna laugh at you for doing it. But it seems to be more. Sure. I'll get you. Oh yeah, we can do a roll. What is that? Discipline
You're gonna automatically make me.
or resistance? We'll go with the resistance roll. Go with the resistance roll.
Just shout at the cigarette.
What skill do I roll to be manly in front of strangers?
You have a 7 in resistance.
Boy. Still better than automatically failing.
True.
Is it? Because now you can get a complication.
Yeah. And if you're not trained, complications on a 19 or a 20.
2 successes.
Well, okay.
Critical
Not
success.
only do you know how to smoke a hand roll, you're like, sir, let me just tighten this roll up a little bit further. Okay, that's how you're supposed to make it. Yeah. There's a word
Look,
that
I'm not a fighter. Appearance is everything for this particular character.
It's no Turanian red, but I guess for the mountains here, I guess this'll do. He's got great tracts of land. Huge accounts. And 5-10 minutes go by and nothing, but after about 10 minutes, out comes this large, swarthy, strong. He's definitely a noble. Like, you can see that the noble blood in him. But he is not
Looking at his eyes.
He is not an effete noble. This is a guy who is used to swinging a weapon. He comes out and he's escorted by a couple of servants, a couple of strong arms, what looks to be a younger version of him. He's in his upper 40s, low 50s. There's what looks to be a smaller version of him, probably his son, you would assume, coming out. He kind of looks all of you up and down real quick and immediately looks at the Katani. Hello, welcome to my estate. As you can see, I hear you're here for a purchase. What sort of business can we transact? How can I help you?
Well, to be honest, my friends here aren't exactly the best of fighters. I was hoping you'd have someone who might be able to assist with that, but it looks like you deal more in farm workers, I'm guessing.
Are you looking for mercenaries, or are you looking for boxers? I got pit fighters.
Well, wait, pit fight. Do y'all have a pit around here? Or I wasn't aware the town had anything so entertaining.
They don't.
You can dig a pit.
as he takes a sip of whatever's in his cup.
Mm.
The town doesn't, or you do?
This is my estate. I have the best entertainment in the county.
Oh, nice.
So you own the pit and the fighters. That seems a little unfair to the visitors, so to speak.
You're not betting against me. You're betting against each other.
Gathering information. Thank you.
However, if you happen to bring your own fighters, they're more than welcome to join my pit.
Mm.
I like my brains where they were put.
As I look to the witch hunter,
He is very obviously not talking about voluntary combat.
I know.
And to be honest, he's not even hiding it. You know that slavery is illegal in Aquilonia. This is an Aquilonian province, more or less.
We're close enough to the Pictish Wilds.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Wild West of Apollonia.
Yep. So Verai, here for you, right? What do you want to buy?
So I mean, I am interested in what you're talking about, but also there he is, and I'm gonna pull out my sword and take a slash.
What?
Going for it. Going for it. Sword slash. Going for it.
What?
Doing it. Don't care. YOLO.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Doing it. Let's see how this goes.
Roll a melee!
Was there something in
Jeez, what was in that cigarette?
I might recommend putting fortune into this. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, obviously, fortune's never wasted, so you don't have to declare it first. But if you've got any abilities to make this better,
I don't
Do we
even know
actually
him,
have
by the way.
momentum?
the party has no moment. Wait, how many successes did you get?
I
You
don't
had
know
two
him, by the way.
successes.
I got two.
You have 1 point of momentum. You have
I
1
need
point
it.
of momentum.
I need the momentum.
Use it.
This is gonna get up real quick.
1 for melee. So that's a crit. The 2 is a crit for melee.
A 2 is 2 successes, huh? You got 2
Yep.
points in melee. Yes, you do. So you got 2 successes. You only needed 1, so you regenerate that 1 point of momentum, leaving you again with. Oh wait, you only rolled 2 dice. You didn't even use your momentum. So now you have 2 points of momentum.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean you
Okay.
only rolled 2 dice. You didn't use any momentum.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know him.
He's totally surprised. He doesn't know that he needs to be about to parry this. So roll for damage. And again, you might want to put your momentum points into this.
2 points
Because-
momentum. Okay,
I mean, there are things like
Call it
penetration,
to the heart.
okay.
bonus damage. Each point of momentum just gives you an extra 1 point of damage straight up.
Okay, so 2 momentum. Going for that.
Did you know this was going to happen?
I didn't even know this was a plan. I thought we were here to buy some people.
I was just checking in, gonna question the guy, but hey,
So
Wait,
is that 5?
Well, a witch hunter doesn't mean I'm a perfectly moral person.
we apparently dropped a
I
tinker
imagine they're good with it.
onto the fire.
I was thinking of something.
So, yeah, your sword has 5 damage dice. So roll your 5 damage dice.
I'm trying backwards to get
What
some
kind of price would you go for?
space in between me and them.
I mean, can we use fortune on damage? I don't remember what we determined on that.
No.
No, but we can use fortune to get a bonus action. You can also use fortune to make a story declaration.
Okay, so first things first, let's
Something.
so using the 2 points of momentum,
Yep.
applying that here to the 5d6.
Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. That's an immediate injury. You dealt more than 5 damage in a single attack. That is an immediate injury to him. However, he's a boss man, so a single injury doesn't take him down.
Figure.
But he is. So let's set the scene here. He goes, "Yeah, I've got pit fighters if you want them." The Katani goes, "I think my petite little friend here would like to talk to you about something." The petite little friend walks up and is like, "Yes, I would like to talk to you about and
Also,
just straight up
don't throw me under the
stabs
bus.
him
I
in
didn't
the
say
gut.
anything.
And when I say stabs him in the gut, I don't mean like does a quick little Zorro slash at him.
Just
I mean like puts that sword through this guy's side. So that's the surprise round as everybody suddenly goes, "Whoa!" Except for the guy that just got stabbed who goes, "Whoa!" And the party goes first.
I think
I think we're gonna go into battle because him.
you're the worst assassin ever.
I guess
By
I'm.
association there, Abertac.
To use Rakanuki's words, I guess he's taking the noble blood out of him.
Yeah.
Oi.
Wait, when did you become Rakanuki?
Yeah, we have a.
Okay, I guess I'm going to finish what my stupid friend started.
You should just keep on talking like nothing happened. He's just
We're looking for a pit fighter.
I mean, I do have really good persuasion. I might be able to.
You got the something on your shirt. As I was saying,
So about those pit fighters,
Yeah, she does that sometimes. Don't worry about it.
just means she likes you. You can continue talking, just do it really, really loudly.
Okay.
Face the wrath of Kron.
Why?
I love you guys. This is almost as good as what chat tries to do with you. They
I
keep
know,
trying to
right?
kill you too.
Okay, but yes, in any case, I'm going to attack the boss that just got stabbed because
I know.
fuck it, we're in combat, might as well kill him.
Roll the attack roll. And this time it's not a surprise round, so he can actually respond.
this could
It's not it slash roll.
Always.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I'm laughing so hard.
No longer allowing you to take weapons into conversational pieces.
I'm going to use a point of momentum to roll an extra.
There's no
time.
more momentum.
No more momentum.
He used it all.
Yeah,
He
you-
used both
Sorry,
points,
had to make
2
me
extra
do some
points of damage. Now, if you get more than one success,
Oh, I'm gonna die.
it's too bad his arm. Whoa, snipies. You did not succeed on your attack roll.
yeah.
I'm going to spend a point of fortune
Okay, that'll work. He's going to attempt to parry though. Your 2 successes beat his 1 success, generating 1 point of momentum for the party. Roll damage.
Okay. Let's see. This is with my poisoned Bang Naga.
That's not a word.
It's 3 dice. Okay. So 2 dice. Where's that? Slash roll 2.
Do you like that blankie?
I'm going to spend a point of momentum to that point of momentum I just generated to get at least 1 point of damage.
Okay, so you get 1
And-
bonus point of damage.
Yep.
Is he armored, by the way?
You
Like
need a
visibly
third.
armored?
He was not armored. He's got a dozen people around him. He's on his home estate. He was eating lunch. You only rolled 2 dice. You need 3.
No, my stats. I'm still at a -1 for melee damage.
Then why is that not reflected on your sheet? Did you break it?
If I did, I don't know how I did it.
Oh, I bet you do.
Let's see. That needs to be what? Bravo 22. It says Bravo 22. Plus Bravo 22. Huh. That's weird. Does it not count negatives? No, it counts negatives there. Weird. Yeah, it is 2 dice though. Unless you'd already account. No. D4. I'll have to figure out why that's not right later. But okay, so there's your 2 dice, and so 2 points of damage.
And that's just the damage of the weapons. Now for the poison damage, that's 4 dice with persistent and piercing 3.
Piercing 3. Wow.
Yes.
I need to start making more sorcerers in this game. I didn't know. They can get almost more damage than I can do.
At basically a gold piece per use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put one on one thing to each one. I did that like a while ago.
Yeah.
I haven't actually.
Yeah, but it's
hit it.
basically a gold per use though. So there's a cost to it.
Yeah.
So 2, 3. That only added 1 more point of damage.
Yeah, that's irritating.
Unfortunate, yeah. That brings him up to 10 total points of damage with 3 in that attack.
So that's what, 2 wounds?
No, if 5 points in a single attack counts as a wound,
Okay.
or bringing his vigor to 0 counts as a wound, or dealing any damage when the vigor is at 0.
Okay.
So, Abertac?
Why am I next?
Come on, get in on this. You know you want to stab him.
Either that or you could have just done the Friday. Damn!
Hammer.
Oh man. Okay.
It's
All
hammer
right.
I don't think any of us are going to be dancing out of there.
You people worry me. Oh, good.
You can re-roll.
I
one of
can.
those,
I
can't
can
you?
re-roll it. Yes. So I'm
That's
gonna
probably a good thing. That's
my
probably a good
number.
thing.
to re-roll it. You know what? Hang on. Actually, I think I get more than one re-roll.
Why would you get more than one reroll?
It's the number of talents you have in melee. I can re-roll a number of damage dice equal to the total number of melee talents.
Damage dice.
Damage dice. Never mind. Whoops. What am I
It's
re-rolling for?
This one.
Ah. Okay. Never mind. I still didn't hit. Whatever.
But you got 2 successes on the first,
That's-
on the 2, so.
No, you don't have a reroll on your attack roll.
I think I'm confusing No Mercy for it. But I'll go ahead and spend a fortune point because I don't want a complication right now after all the complications that Veri already gave us.
Okay. So you can spend a fortune to cancel the complication. I'll allow it. That still gives you one success.
Wait, do you not have 2 points in
Yeah,
melee?
she gave me 2 for the 2.
Yeah, the 2 gives
right.
him.
Okay. So 2 successes.
Okay.
He's spending a point of doom and attempting another parry, and only has 1 success. So you generate 1 point of momentum.
All right.
Roll for damage.
I'm going to spend that point of momentum to activate Blood on Steel to increase my new weapon's vicious quality by 1.
Now it is vicious 3. You can deal up to 3 extra points of damage with vicious.
I will roll this 1 die less, but it has vicious 2, so it could do more damage. So let's see here. It's the wrong window to roll it.
It also has knockdown. Y'all ain't getting rolls for crap tonight.
He can re-roll those dice. These dice are the ones he can re-roll.
All right, so I don't remember how stuff works.
For each melee point
1,
in
2
melee
base damage,
skills.
5, 6 is damage
I see 2, so you can reroll 2 dice.
with additional effects.
Yep, I get to reroll 2 of them. So I couldn't hear both of you at the same time.
You can
and
reroll 2
score
dice.
Actual damage. 5 and 6 score damage with the.
So I want to
vicious
reroll the. I'm going to
qualities
reroll
and
the force basically, right?
Yeah.
Or the 3, so,
Yeah.
okay.
That'll do, pig. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage plus knockdown. 4 points of damage on top of the 10 points of damage already dealt does indeed give him a second wound and knocks his ass to the ground.
I'm getting my new weapon all bloody because of you. And you know what? You're going to pick the skull pieces out of this.
I mean, you
Worth
damn
it.
near caved in his rib cage with that blow. Hey, Archer, that's standing right beside a whole bunch of folks.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Like I just got up off the ground back in town.
How do you like them slavers?
Oh, shicey. Okay. Yeah, I just picked up a new talent actually. Let's use that.
Okay.
Quick release. I'm going to take a minor action to perform faster attack. I'm going to use 2 bundles of my arrows, and I am going to Uzi these guys with arrows.
Minor action to increase the rate of my attack, to spend 2 loads of arrows and get a bonus d20 plus 1 for each load spent. All right, so roll your attack roll with 2 extra dice.
So 4d20.
It doesn't seem like it's multiple targets. It's the same target, multiple shots. That's what I read.
Hold on a second. I can re-roll a d20 when.
Wow, these dice hate us.
Yeah, I know, right? Maybe somebody shouldn't whip out a knife and start stabby until we figure out whether everybody can do it or not.
Hey, hang on a second.
Also,
all right? To be fair, it was a sword, not a knife.
Bill, you and I are going to get together to fix your character sheet.
Okay. Okay, I can reroll damage dice, nothing else. Okay, but I did get one attack.
He's knocked down. He can't parry that shit. Roll the
Okay.
damage.
7d6. Oh, actually, it's more than that. It's 9d6. One for per bundle.
Dear guy on the ground, I just want you to know, thunk, thunk, thunk.
It's ranged.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage with 3 effects.
Do you think he's dead yet?
That's a
I don't
third
know.
wound.
Maybe there I should check.
That's a third wound.
You just dealt as much damage as both of them combined in 3 attacks.
Yeah, I picked that one up for a reason.
So, here's the guy, right? Hey, how's it going? Would you like to buy some slaves? Ska! Huh? Ska! Huh? Whack! Ah! Thunk, thunk, thunk. Ah! Dead. Like toast. Just
All right, that means we own the slaves.
you pincushioned him before he even finished hitting the ground twitching. Pincushion.
I'm going to address the mercenaries right there. So now that that bastard's dead, how'd you like to work for us?
Use a point of fortune.
Sure.
And bring us your most attractive slaves.
Roll persuade or command.
Sure.
Just fucking happened here.
If there's a
Roll
time
command.
to roll low, it's right now.
That is 1 success.
Yeah.
Do you get to re-roll any of those?
Maybe.
I mean, I think the captain skill allows you to re-roll a die 20 when making any command check.
I gotta find the damn thing. Where is it?
You also get strong arm tactics, which gives you a bonus die 20 on command rolls to intimidate.
Oh, it's an intimidation. Okay, sure.
All right. I see that grin. I see what you've done.
So go ahead and roll 2 extra die 20, please.
Agent of Chaos.
Throw town guards at me, they're average.
2 successes.
So that
3
would make
successes total.
three total successes here. They are so stunned. They don't even they are stunned. They don't even know to draw weapons. Like they are still just leaning back, being like, "Huh?"
I think technically their contracts are probably up now.
And
They don't exactly have anyone paying them at the moment.
Sir Gaius Manus isn't the only member of his family.
No, fair.
Well, that's okay. Just have them line up single file.
Yeah. But his son's right there.
Wait, is he attractive?
Two, here we go.
His son has a bit of a cruel streak, but is a very fit, athletic individual. The son is the only one that even does an actual response, which is basically to jump backwards behind some people.
And that's the end of that chat.
The rest of them are, thanks to your 3 successes and fortune point, not immediately drawing steel.
Oh.
Not immediately drawing steel, and a little terrified.
Let's make that very terrified.
She
still has an attack.
What am I gonna attack? Just do my little dance with my sword or something?
Kill the bloodline. Go for
I was
it.
going to say hamstring the son and leave him on the ground for us. And then
Wait, no, he said he was attractive.
we're only going to cut his leg
Oh.
off.
You need
And-
him to be able to walk.
You know, I could use my persuade, and
Your emissary's already done that.
Yeah, he's
Very
already-
well.
Yeah.
I should hope.
Yeah.
And me.
Do whatever you like to do. It's your
So
turn.
let's take a party action. This specific combat is at a intermission moment. This combat's at an intermission, so party can all perform because they're all too stunned to know what to do.
That sounds like we either should run or double down.
I say double down. At this point, it's already too late. You're either going to get chased out of here and ran down, or we're going to die where we stand. One or the other, we're going to do something here.
Well, then the odds then are that the son is the heir to all of this blood and livestockery. So if perhaps we take out the successor, then there's less of a chance that the rest of them will be incentivized to come at us, bro.
Yeah.
Or we can convince him to join us.
Or more of a chance for them to come after you because blood grudges run deep and it's not a small family.
I mean, and we also don't want the like Aquilonian army after us. Just a thought.
Pretty much what happens in the Borderlands stays in the Borderlands because that's what they are.
We're not in the Border Kingdoms. We're not in the Border Kingdoms.
I doubt the Jarl will be very pleased with this turn of events.
Or maybe he will be.
Lord knows I'm not.
Whether the Jarl is pleased with it or not, the Duke of the province, the whole county itself, the one that provided this family, this land and vassalage.
I thought Jarl was above Duke.
No, Earl.
Oh,
So his
Baron.
official
Oh, Baron.
Aquilonian title is Earl.
They don't know who we are. We just rode up on them, started talking to them, then stabby stab.
Oh, I think they'll put the pieces together when the corpses start.
Random chaos? I don't
The
know.
bear sends his regards. Twang, 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 twang.
It might be time to beat feet before they come to their senses.
Sure.
So, quick question for you: did any of them dismount their horses from their horses to
The guy
talk
that
to
let
me?
us in that you smoked?
Yeah, most of them had dismounted from their horses. They were just kind of milling about. I mean, really, there was only the one guy that was on a horse escorting you in. Yeah, nobody's mounted right now.
No, I think
All right. In that case,
case,
I mount their men, murder their horses, and ride off.
Kinky.
yeah. Why don't we just steal their horses since we've already gone this far? What's stealing horses when we've already killed the guy?
Slaughter the livestock and rape the women, and for God's sake, get it right this time!
I'm right.
But if we take the horses, we can at least put some distance between us and them before we set the horses free.
Right.
There's only one horse within immediate range.
Well, a horse.
All right.
Fine, dibs.
Tibbs.
Oh, no. You're staying here to stab everybody.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse
I'm-
me, I'm going to
I'm
go
extra
off to
scared.
survey my new slaves, and then exit that direction.
Bye,
Where we can.
guys. It's
Hop
good-
onto a horse
it's-
and go.
Good. Nice marauding with you.
Have fun storming the castle.
Have fun stabbing a gas.
I'm
You
hopping on
think
the
they'll
horse and I'm
make it?
going.
Yeah.
It would take a miracle.
So, yeah. Alrighty then. I am on the heels of Zhang there. We are exiting stage that way.
I'm running backwards, shooting arrows, keeping heads down.
They do not give chase. They very quickly run for cover inside the building.
Yeah, good.
All right. We continue running all the way out of the estate.
Yeah,
We did something. I don't know what we did, but we did something. We did a thing. A very
Oh, we were all thinking it. I just did it.
You could have consulted a few people first.
That would have taken too much time.
Boy.
What
All right.
are we going to do? Waste our time shouting on guard?
plausible deniability, folks.
The bear sends his regards. Twang, twang, twang.
Boar. The boar.
The boar, yeah.
The boar.
Must set somebody else up for this one.
It's a little too late for that now, but it was a good thought.
Yeah.
The more bodies at our feet, the less likely people will actually come at us.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it always works. Yeah.
It's okay. Abertac will protect me. It's fine.
Yeah. Isn't slavery illegal here anywhere?
Slavery is illegal, which makes you wonder how he could have been having such a large and established slave ranch, basically, that everybody kind of knew about, seemingly.
What if they weren't really slaves and we just like?
All signs point to slavery.
Oh yeah, but I mean, look.
He said he had pit fighters.
Yeah, well, maybe he has lots of pits that he fought.
Everything is fine. It's a problem for another day. Today, we killed a bad guy and wandered out unscathed.
That's one less slaver in the world.
One less slaver in the world. Everything is fine. You look at that bloody corpse and tell me it didn't have a stabbable face, okay?
Wait, is this just because it was competing with your slave empire?
Once we're in the clear, I'm going to turn to our... Why?
Why did you do that?
Rev? Why?
I was bored.
Well, then carry on.
As he shakes you.
Bored.
Don't do that. Oh, fudge nuggets. That hurt.
You all right
I got
there,
excited.
Tom?
Don't hurt yourself now.
I hope
Oh.
you rail your
You learn.
friends for the evening
Broke
that
down
much.
Great.
Continue.
Holy
Okay, so
We're running home.
you guys head back to the mill.
Yeah, sure. What the heck?
All right, you make it back to the mill right at dark. It's been an eventful day.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm going to reapply poison to my particular weapon.
How much does it cost to do that?
Gold.
How much?
Basi-
One?
Basically, yes.
I'll foot that one gold bill. I'll take it out of my gold stack.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah, how about that? I never got those arrows back.
Gold piece for him to buy some arrows.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm down to 10.
And
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? Are we the baddies?
well, I mean, I thought you guys were trying to figure out if they were connected with the boar, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
get that.
I thought that was the objective.
That was my intent.
Oh, was that your guys' plan?
Oh.
Right?
You stay home next time.
I feel
I
excuse
just
me. I'm
wanted to
going to
see
be
if we could
mixing more
survive that.
ingredients.
That's crack.
Is there anything else that you guys want to take care of before the night ends?
We probably need a guard or a lookout this evening.
I'm gonna catch 2
I
hours.
think you're
when
getting
the
volunteered for
Aquilonian
that one.
army
Yeah.
comes after us.
You're number one here, pal, and then I'll catch 2 hours of sleep, and then I'll take the next shift.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna climb up top with my my ranger bow, my hunter's bow. I'll take first watch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with 200 experience to everybody except for Bob. You get 250.
Why? For starting for causing the problem?
A brainless but bold move.
And he also made me choke on my own drink earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about the bold and the stabless.
No, there was stabbing. There was stabbing.
It's the bold and the bloodless.
He did have noble blood.
It's all over the place now. So,
Come on, look at how he was dressed. He was asking for it.
He was asking for it.
I got my-
all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to wind Chapter 4, The Twisted Signs, up. We will return next week with Chapter 5, but tonight, tune in at 9 p.m. for the Billy F. and Wildstar. Tune in to the Billy F. and Wildstar and his friends as they continue Tiny Tina's. Tomorrow night, we will be rejoining the team in Barovia as they search for more answers about Strahd and his curse. Thursday, we return to a galaxy far, far away and maybe even break out of said Imperial compound. Sunday, we'll be flying through the skies of Cholt right after we investigate said necromancer. And Monday, we'll be turning back time as we see the cast playing the cast that plays both the good guys and the bad guys in Solar Patrol. And don't forget to look for the super secret decoder message during the episode. And next Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel, we'll see the consequences of our actions in Conan. Adventures in an Age Undreamed of, Chapter 2.
I don't want to see the consequences of my actions.
Episode 5. My, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. That's probably going to be the name of the episode now. My, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. And with that, chat, we love you. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hi, everybody.
good night.
Good night.
Night, everyone.